Hello, everybody.
Ow.
Hello.
Oh, I'm excited for Chainsaw Man tomorrow.
Woo!
Watch Chainsaw Man, you fucks.
I can't, it doesn't come out until tomorrow.
Okay, read Chainsaw Man, but after I'm done, but then tomorrow we can say watch Chainsaw Man.
Read it, watch it, sign it, draw it.
Enjoy
You should probably
Chainsaw
just
Man.
watch Chainsaw Man, I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna read it, I mean... Like, you know what? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If you are on social media in any meaningful capacity, and you've managed to get to this point without being spoiled on Chainsaw Man, A+ to you.
I mean, I don't get that much Chainsaw Man content.
If I can make it this
I
far,
mostly just know that Power is racist, and I'm
Power's
not
racist.
sure how true it is, but she looks a
She-
little racist.
She's
She
exceptionally
hates
racist,
humans.
if I can make it this far without being spoiled at any point for Death Stranding, then I'm sure someone can make it this far without being spoiled for Chainsaw Man.
I wouldn't say that it's that hard to not get spoiled on Death Stranding at the very least.
Eh.
I mean, you might just see Chainsaw Man spoilers all the time because you are in the Twitter that talks about Chainsaw Man.
That's also entirely true.
Hmm.
Also, I don't. Yeah, but whatever. Anyways, we're going to continue the tradition of the horror month by going back to something that isn't
Most
scary.
terrifying tale.
That isn't scary at all.
So, question, Orange, since you tend to do 2 days during the week, not including the Golden Theaters, do you plan on doing a scary game for the next stream day, or are you just gonna keep up with this?
I think
What's
I
the
might
Hot
just,
Wednesday news?
I might just keep up with this. Something I was actually interested in doing was Bleed, because apparently that's like a weird that's a Dreamcast only survival horror game, and I got that bitch loaded up on my fucking Steam Deck, and it's the goofiest nonsense ever.
It is!
Illbleed?
It's so
Illbleed.
fucking dumb, but it's so good.
So
at the
you're
same
thinking
time.
about doing that on your next stream day?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, do it. I'll be here for that.
Oh man, these are some models.
Yeah, it's an old ass game. Like, it's really
This is
weird.
Dreamcast art.
Only for the Dreamcast. Only for the
People,
Dreamcast.
I keep hearing
man.
that it's really good. I need to fucking figure that out. But yeah, I don't know. I
the
should do
first
more
console.
spooky
This looks like
things.
Galarians.
You know what's funny? I actually do own Galarians too.
As do I. I haven't played it yet.
So yeah, I might intersplice horror games in between. We might just do 428. The only known thing I'm going to shove something into is probably going to be whenever I do my birthday stream, because that'll be. It's probably not going to be Saturday. Like that Saturday wouldn't fit because I think that's going to be like a fucking. What is it? That's a movie night. So it might be like it might be the Wednesday or Friday before. I'm not sure.
So isn't your birthday not till November?
It's November 5th. Yeah. So that's like that is
Yeah,
the
I was
only
gonna say.
that is the only known shenanigan I'm going to pull. Anyways.
If I ever had the time to like actually stream regularly, I feel like I would have a fun time going through the history of horror games, going back to like 1980 whatever.
Gonna play Sweet Home?
What is Sweet Home?
Sweet
Yes,
Home
yes,
was
yes,
the
yes, yes.
original was the original like fundamental concept for what ended up making Resident Evil 1. It was like an old SNES or NES horror game that someone was like, you know what, we can make this into the best game ever made. Let's go.
This has a
We can make this
very-
one. Well, that's a bold statement. I'm gonna rephrase that into one of my favorite genres of all time.
This has a very funny, striking. Oh, yep. Nor just posted it. Video game cover art. That man
Apparently
that's
based on a
streaming-
movie.
That
Yeah,
guy that is
what's
streaming
happening,
is
Con? What's
hilarious.
happening? Give it to me
I
straight.
do
What's
have to
up?
watch this.
I'm gonna I'm putting the game up. Don't worry. I gotcha. There you go.
Okay, sorry.
Look. It's alright. Don't worry.
I'm surprised the effort that Orange took there to not in any way almost say the con needed to forget about it.
I don't really think about my New Yorkisms. They just kind of come out on their own.
Mm,
Also, I'm not that deeply ingrained into the heart of New York City. I'm in the outskirts. I'm in the Badlands of New York.
He's in
And
the
we-
post-apocalyptic area of New York.
He's
I
in
They were
the
banished to
with
the
the
outside.
he's in the
desert
steamed
gang.
hams area.
We are in the what is it? It's referred to as the Rust
are you
Belt
in Utica?
because we're in the shitty kind of like bad industrial part that kind of got fucked up.
The
Oh,
mutants
so
are
you're
coming out
right
of
in
the
the
factory.
so you're in the same belt as Philly.
Yes. The rain won't let up. No matter how much time passes, it just won't stop. Ever since that day, actually I think this is Sim's character.
Oh, is this me?
Yeah,
Well,
we
I
did.
mean,
We are
the-
doing
It's
Osawa.
storyline.
The sound
Yes!
of raindrops has been burned into my mind. Don't remember the voice I was doing.
It's literally just your voice.
Yeah, no, you nailed it.
More of Banana Man.
There we go. I don't know why that cut out. Such an awful, heartrending sound, driving me to strip my life down to the shadows. Yet no matter what else I abandon, nothing will make the sound of the rain stop.
Damn. Osawa stared into a postcard that was nestled into the final page of the photo album. He purchased it 2 years earlier while he went on a trip with Maria to the Middle East. He'd mentioned that he was being sent there on business, and Maria just blurted out, I forget. Okay, so no, Maria's the
Maria?
kidnapped girl. Do we
I
want to
think
like?
so, yeah.
Do we want to operate under the?
He's
do
in
we
this.
want-
Oh, the kidnapped. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, you're the other one. I think. Or do you
Yeah.
want to operate under the theory that Tama is Maria?
Yeah, let's operate under that for now.
Sure.
I want to go with you.
She'd recently developed an interest in the Middle East conflict. The ongoing
The
friction in the
something,
Palestine
something, blah,
region
blah, blah,
between
the
the Jewish
Ayatollah.
people who founded the nation of Israel. Yeah, alright. Wait on a second, I skipped a little bit there. My mistake.
I
And
wanna
apparently
know
she had been
deep
yearning to
opinion.
see the area firsthand. I was so off guard about this VN talking about the Middle East conflict.
Tell me more.
His daughter's newfound curiosity had taken him aback. She had always tended to be quiet and self-contained. The clumsy conversation aboard the airplane, the meals eaten together in awkward silence. It all felt like such a distant memory to Osawa now. I think, is this...
I'm afraid. Is this me?
Maybe this is the detective?
So hard to tell.
Ma'am, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. He heard Kajiwara's voice outside the door. Okay, it was. I think that this is... Oh yeah, this is new mom. And B is
I think
gone.
this was B. B's
So who wants to be evil stepmom?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Riri, no! You're not an evil stepmom. You're an evil doggy. Why ever not? Riri! I'm just going
Hello,
out for a
Remus.
bit.
The detective is arguing with I. Great.
And just who was it who told me I should try to go about my life as normal? Hmm?
Osawa's wife sneered. Ma'am, please,
How would you feel about being told to just sit around and wait?
I's angry shriek jerked Osawa to his feet. He hurried from the study to try and calm her down. Ma'am, please wait! But by the time Osawa had made his way downstairs, his wife had already stormed outside, despite Kajiwara's attempt to stop her. Osawa doubted anything he could have said would have stopped Ai from leaving. Trying to physically keep her from going out would only have made for an even worse uproar. He was glad that at least it hadn't come to that. He was turning to head back to the study when Kajiwara caught his eye. Resigned, he headed down the stairs and bowed to the detective.
Wow.
This is
Got
a
the
nice
vibe.
shot.
The vibes that are just radiating.
Orange windows.
What you thinking about?
Like an album cover.
This is a
Stuff.
statement.
just get the four,
You're
like,
fucking
get like
right.
the four main dudes from this and just line them up and they'll just have it fucking say Weezer in the back. That'd be great. Any idea where she's going? Kajiwara asked. I believe it's back to you.
This is,
Yeah.
I mean, at a time like this,
Osawa shook his head.
I wouldn't know.
I didn't think so. You know, your wife really is something else. Osawa arched an eyebrow.
That's one way to describe her. A rather rude way, as a matter of fact.
Oh, no offense intended. It's just that ever since this case started, you've both been holed up in your own respective rooms. The more Kajiwara spoke, the more irritated Osawa became.
What's your point?
I just mean, you haven't been having any marital discourse.
You can see
According to one
every
survey, in roughly 6% of household discourse in roughly 6% of households, discourse between spouses is largely non-existent. Various reasons for this were offered by the couples in question. Many claimed that they were too tired to have the energy to talk, or stated, we wind up fighting when we talk, or we have nothing to talk about.
Mind your own business.
Osawa snapped. I think I figured out it was like 2005, yeah, 2006.
I didn't
Kajiwara
know
dipped
that
his
they
head
had
deferentially.
quality photos like this. Sorry.
I mean, like, what is it? Film quality cameras have always existed. He said deferentially.
The two of us not talking isn't a new thing, anyhow.
Osawa added.
I have a policy of not having pointless conversations.
It is quite common for Kenji Osawa to make it through an entire day without having a single conversation. On many days he opens his mouth only to eat or brush his teeth. His current record is a streak of 14 consecutive days during which he didn't talk to anyone. Huh. It didn't look as though Kajiwara quite understood.
Microorganisms such as viruses don't have conversations, and yet they still continually propagate in order to survive.
Thinking about viruses, Osawa was back in familiar territory. He felt a surge of confidence.
Once you have a clear purpose, conversation is unnecessary.
And do you have a clear purpose for the relationship with your wife, Mr. Osawa?
Of course I do. To be a family.
Arms crossed, Kajiwara struck a thoughtful pose. By being in the fetal position. At least I've learned one useful thing today, Mr. Osawa. Namely, that you don't like to have pointless conversations.
It's a good thing to know.
Kajiwara uncrossed his arms for a moment, then crossed them right back again, furrowing his brow. But see, that's funny. You seem to have a tendency to have pointless conversations with me, and...
Because you keep coming to talk to me.
Osawa saw red.
You don't leave me much of a choice.
Wow, it's a fan cover.
The vibes are immaculate!
This is about 50%
Oh.
Weezer.
This
90s alternative
We just
rock
need
band.
one more person and we have a full Weezer. Tanaka poked his head out of the
Weezer.
living room. Is something the matter? He asked. I forgot I voiced both of these fucking dudes.
no.
I saw
Perfect
struggle to
timing, actually. Oh yeah.
He struggled to regain his calm.
Perfect timing, actually. There's something I need to talk to you about.
He turned back to Kajiwara.
My apologies, Detective. Would you mind giving us some privacy?
Kajiwara didn't move.
Didn't he say something about privacy earlier? Private
All they did was
conversations?
zoom in, man.
Detective?
I saw give the policeman a hard look and saw him crack a
Now
smile.
they're gonna zoom in.
Yes, what is it? Kajiwara said at last.
Don't you play dumb with me. Give us some privacy.
This a discussion I shouldn't overhear.
Actually, yes. It's work-related. There are business matters I prefer to keep confidential.
Ah, I see. Reluctantly getting to his feet, Kajiwara slipped away into the living room.
Tanaka,
Osawa began.
about those emails.
He stopped abruptly.
What?
What is...
What do you mean he appeared?
And he loves me.
Why are there
Kajiwara-
3 doors right next to each other like this?
Where do these places lead? Apparently that was the living room. What is this house layout?
I know this is supposed to be psychological, but the way this is shot and done makes it so hilarious to a
I
Western
dig it's a
audience.
comedy.
I think they're trying to be funny about it. Yes,
Like,
they're at least taking advantage how weird a situation this man is making all of this.
Kajiwara had reappeared in
Lynch?
the living room door, staring right at them.
What are you doing?
Osama demanded. Oh, should I not be watching? Osawa felt like he was about to burst a blood vessel. You never told me that I couldn't watch.
Because it should be obvious.
The detective made a scolded puppy face, then closed the living room door. Osawa let out a
Okay.
heavy sigh. He'd never been an extrovert, but he didn't recall human interactions being quite this draining. Anyway, sir, Tanaka prompted. You were saying?
Yes, about those emails.
I really wanted to be like a subtle shift where you can just see the fucking imprint of Kajiwara in like the third
Yes.
the third door. That'd be really great.
Or at least in the middle one.
Something doesn't make sense. I don't understand how Mr.
Makino?
Makino was able to get the antiviral agent to anyone on the outside.
Good job.
Shurigan Okoshi Pharmaceuticals' drug with external sources while it was still under development required the approval of an executive committee that included Osawa himself. There should have been no way the antiviral could be sent out without his knowledge. Tanaka hesitated a few moments before responding. Are you aware of the strife between the company president and the chairman? Osawa shook his head. He was a researcher through and through. Factional rivalries had no interest for him whatsoever. Makino effectively leads the chairman's team, and the antiviral agent is their pet project. Despite being the executive officer in charge of the project, however, Makino still needs the president's approval to...
You know what? Forget about that right now. What do we do about security?
In theory, it was physically impossible to get the antiviral out of the lab without detection. Entry to the biohazard laboratory where it was kept required fingerprint authentication from both Osawa and Tanaka. Oh hey, we get an instructional video.
Why is the music like this? Oh wow.
What's this?
Yeah.
It's got an Ava Sephiroth on it.
Without the two of them there, nobody could even get to the storage facility.
It's a storage facility, Orange.
Because of dangerous viruses also stored there, the lab with the antiviral agent is kept protected by an ID checkpoint, as well as a sophisticated 3-tiered lock system that requires fingerprint authentication. Multiple security guards are also posted outside the laboratory entrance 24 hours a day, making it all but impossible for an unauthorized person to get into the secured storage area.
Unless it was an inside job.
Tanaka followed his drift. Yes, I see what you mean. He inclined his head in thought as Osawa continued.
Could someone have overwritten the fingerprint authentication program?
Maybe whoever was behind the secret trials had reprogrammed the entry criteria while Osawa was overseas. That would allow them to gain access to the storage facility without Osawa being there. But that would only be possible if they had Tanaka's cooperation. Tanaka's eyes widened when Osawa shared his conjecture. Sir, he asked, you don't think I was part of this, did you? Do you?
Of course not. I was merely suggesting the possibility.
The possibility is zero, Tanaka said. Making any changes to the system requires consent from the board, including your own personal approval, sir.
Yes, you're right. Of course. I certainly didn't mean to imply anything.
Osawa winced apologetically. Oh!
He's back.
Stop doing this!
The living room door opened with a soft creak. It was Kajiwara. He looked stiff and pale. Something terrible has happened, he said. Visions of tragedy flooded Osawa's mind. Maria.
Maria.
Oh.
Is she?
Kajiwara shook his head. No, it's not that.
What is it then?
The chocolate in his pocket totally melted.
Osawa asked, his voice trembling. Sir, I need you to stay calm. Osawa swallowed the lump in his throat. You see, the toilet's clogged.
My fucking god. I do not get this fucking like route at all.
Plunger! Makes a variety
What
of
is a
sounds
plunger?
when used, such as glub, glork, schluck, schlorp, schloop, and pop. Plunger in hand, Osawa stabbed vigorously at the recalcitrant toilet bowl. I'm learning so many new words from this. Struggling to loosen the unseen blockage. Kajiwara was at his side, wiping up the floor with the rag. How did this even happen? The detective groaned.
Are you kidding? I was hoping you could tell me that.
The plunger sucked and schlorped the porcelain basin.
Yes!
This is a first for Osawa. He never tried to unclog a toilet before in his life.
What kind of life have you been living, man?
Think of it as a blessing in disguise, Mr. Osawa.
Oh, I did have a wife.
What the hell are you talking about? What about this constitutes a blessing?
I just meant that at least this happened before you needed to, do your business. With a slight hint of guile on his face, Kajiwara picked up the bucket and headed for the sink back into the washing area. Wait, bucket? Oh yeah, because of the water overflow. Grumbling to himself, Osawa pumped the plunger over and over again. This was almost funny. Almost ridiculous, in fact.
Only almost.
His daughter had been kidnapped, and he was stuck unclogging a toilet. He was quite possibly caught up in a major corporate conspiracy, and here he was, unclogging a toilet. Tanaka poked his head into the bathroom. Did you fix it yet?
If you need to urinate, then use the restroom on the second floor.
That's alright. Here's fine. Tanaka stepped beside him and abruptly shut the bathroom.
The vibes are off the charts.
Gay,
Yo.
gay, homosexual gay.
Look.
May I make a request?
You know,
I like
Sal,
the
I'm
cut,
just saying,
G.
if it doesn't work out with your second wife, you know.
Can you guys
does
just
like-
talk as close to the mic as you can?
Hey, he likes to cut, G.
Tanaka stepped in beside him and abruptly shut the bathroom door.
Oh yeah, that's why
Now the two men were crammed together in the narrow lavatory.
How small is that bathroom
Hey.
anyway?
What the hell are you doing?
Tanaka made eye contact with Osawa via a mirror. He spoke in a hushed voice. I've been waiting for a moment I could get you alone.
What?
No, I gotta try for the mic so I can laugh really quickly. Tanaka sidled around to face him, giving him an intense stare.
Oh Jesus!
Sir, could you please be quiet for a moment? Tanaka had tears in the corner of his eyes. This will only take a moment. Osawa could feel the warm breath of his deputy whispering against his cheek. Tanaka reached for something inside his coat.
B? I don't know.
I think C is the funniest option.
Probably. Do see what happens.
Thank you for the gift, Noir.
Alright. Do as you wish.
Osawa closed his eyes. Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm not sure this is all happening pretty fast. To be honest, I'm rather nervous.
I understand, sir.
I mean, now that I think of it, we do spend day in and day out in that lab together. I suppose this was bound to happen sooner or later.
Sir, could you please open your eyes? I'd like you to look at this.
You'll have to forgive me. This is all a bit sudden.
Please, sir, take a look.
No, I can't.
It's just the two of us. It's probably going to be a shock to you, I know. But please, just look.
Is it really that shocking?
Oh, yes. Very. Now, please, open your eyes.
Okay. No, I can't.
Sir, trust me. This isn't easy for me, either.
All right.
Okay, I think we can stop. I think we can lean out now. Bracing himself, Osawa opened his eyes. Tanaka thrust out his cell phone. Here, take a look at this.
Huh?
Osawa blinked.
What do you think?
Bewildered, then refocused on the phone. He could never anticipated what he saw on the LCD screen. Aww.
This game loves its cliffhangers.
Tanaka inappropriately showed pictures of himself to Osawa. If only you had made a choice that didn't involve being near him.
Oh wait, that's right. So okay, yeah, no, that's right. So Kano's is different now. I forgot about that. And I guess there's like a chunk of time that's a little bit different for Tama now. That's where we did make a different decision, I suppose. I think we're fine though. Here, we'll just go back to Kano, I guess. Talking with Sasayama.
This is the best Zero Escape game.
Those had to hurry and catch up with the man they were tailing. He was still strolling along, seemingly in no particular hurry. They kept him in sight as he crossed another pedestrian overpass and circled back around. Oh yeah, you have to take over Sasayama, Noir.
Still following the same MO, huh?
Sasayama grumbled. Guess so, Kana said. How'd things go with the girl? Failed to take his eyes off the mark as they talked.
You were right. She's not part of this. Just one of those street evangelists or something.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she kept asking me, but are you really happy with your life? Wigged me out. I bailed out of there quick.
So, Sasayama. I'm thinking the attaché case is going to get handed off again any moment now.
Huh?
Nothing appeared at the mark who was scanning the plaza he had just entered. Apparently looking for someone. I take one side, you take the other? Khan suggested. Sasayama's eyes went wide.
Say what now?
The way we apprehend both perps involved with the way we apprehend both perps involved with the handoff. Sasayama didn't reply. Look, HQ isn't thinking about the hostage's safety, Kana said. But that needs to take priority here. Sasayama's face took on a rare solemnity.
Solemnity.
I ain't reading all that.
Disobeying a direct order is not something to do lightly,
He said without a space in between for some reason. Then after a moment, he added,
but I'm on board.
Woo!
I'm sick of all this wandering around anyway.
That's the Sasayama I know, Kana replied with a chuckle. Sasayama gave him a silent thumbs up. The two detectives took up position on opposite sides of the plaza. Kano called up Sasayama on his cell phone. You ready? He asked.
Just give the word.
There were only two non-Japanese people in the nearby crowd. Both were eyeing their surroundings anxiously. Kano was certain the handoff was about to take place. And then... Oh? Third person? Anyone? I don't know. We have no idea who the fuck this is.
Could be a man.
Bone.
Yeah, Bone, just go, I guess.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Toyama.
Kano's eyes perked up at the sound of an aggressive greeting, the voice dripping with feigned cheer. You were in a relative seeing two rough-looking young men confronting a father and his daughter. Oh, these guys.
Oh yeah.
The older man the older man looked pained. Please, just hold on, he said placatingly. I thought we agreed on 4 o'clock. The young man snarled.
So wait, this is a character that's been...
No, we have no, like, these are new guys, I think.
Are these not the two guys
I think
who...
this is the two guys who were hassling the Afro Man.
Banner
at
to
Oh,
the
yeah,
expo.
that's right. I
I
don't know
remember-
who voiced either of
I
these
know
two
I
goons.
voiced
I
one.
want to say
Didn't
one of
B
these was
voice?
B. Yeah, B voiced one.
No,
That's
wait,
right.
I voiced the Afro Man.
Mhm.
I want to say you voiced the other.
I don't know. Don't you try to play dumb with us, buddy. It's nothing like that, I swear. My girl was just hungry, so I stepped out to... Just switch
Wait,
over to... Just you do it, go ahead.
Yeah, how come you didn't order delivery, huh?
Yes, right. I suppose that would work too.
With what money?
Don't you ah-ha-ha me, man.
Kana watched the argument uneasily. The stranger's altercation put him in a bit of a spot. The crook he was tailing probably wouldn't risk handing off the case with an uproar like this going on.
What's going on over there?
Sasayama asked. I'm not sure, Kana replied. Looks like some kind of argument.
The suspects are gonna get wary on us. It's gonna screw up the whole handoff.
Yeah, I know.
So do something about it and get over here.
Sasayama said. What?
Find some way to shut him up and then get over here.
Oh, sure. Alright. Kana headed towards the argument. He's only halfway there when Sasayama called again. He sounded panicked.
Hey, Kano! He made a run for it.
Huh? Oh, crap! The man they'd been tailing had vanished into the brief time Kano had taken his eyes off of him. Wait up! Kano shouted. Sasayama was racing after the suspect and Kano rushed to join him. They were unsurprisingly quick, however, and neither detective managed to catch up. In fact, they soon lost sight of him in amidst the teeming crowds. Frantically, they dashed through the streets as fast as they could, fast and as hard as they could.
Fuckleberries?
We lost him.
Sasayama admitted at last. Damn it! He stamped his foot on the asphalt in disgust. Director Kuze, Kano gasped over the wireless. I'm sorry, but we lost the man with the attaché case. There's a heavy sigh on the other end of the line. Kano braced himself. He wasn't going to just be able to weasel out of this one with just an "I'll do better next time."
Sasayama, Kano, get your asses back to the precinct. Kuze out.
With that, Kuze switched off the line. Back to the precinct. Kano knew full well what that meant. They were off the case. There was a gnawing in his gut. If those two punks hadn't shown up. No. If that father and his daughter hadn't turned up, he might have been able to apprehend the suspect.
Don't let it get you down.
Sasayama said.
I mean, paper pushing can be kind of fun.
The look on his face suggested he didn't think it was fun at all. Not one bit. With the air of the two men heading towards an execution, Kano and Sasayama trudged back towards the Shibuya precinct.
Is this a dead end?
This is probably a
I
bad
have a
idea.
feeling it's a dead end.
Bad
Yeah.
end. Yep, it's a bad end.
But
Oh shit, back to the precinct again. So let's see. So someone needs to give those two some better advice, and certain other someone needs to meet up with them outside his/her house. Both of those are key to changing poor Kano's fate. Okay, so we gotta give him better advice, and they gotta go somewhere else.
Who would give them advice?
So there's a different. So there needed to be like a different decision that happened a little bit earlier on, I think. Wasn't it? Oh yeah, that's right. Minorikawa, I think he ran into them a little bit too. Oh yeah, Toyama. Uh-huh. Yeah, advice for Toyama. Here we go.
Look, we'll get through this somehow.
Get back to the office ASAP then.
You need to get back to the office ASAP.
The office? But they'll find me there for sure.
That's
His
right.
voice was a little more than pathetic. With a little more than a pathetic whimper.
It's a little bit of reverse psychology. The last place the debt collectors are gonna think is you went back to the office, right?
Oh, I see, Toyama said. He sounded impressed by this suggestion.
For now, just stay hidden until I can get these articles finished.
All right, Toyama said weakly. He hung up. Minorikawa let a deep sigh, then turned back to his laptop. And we're back to the keep out. So I think... Well, I mean, I think... What is it? They have to, like, meet them outside of their house or something?
Who needs
Let's
to do
see.
that, though?
So, we are in a bad end here. That's to be continued. Is it still a bad end, then? I guess it is, because it's stuck on bad end.
So that means someone else needs to meet them outside their house. But where else did they meet?
Wait, what's Tama up to?
Oh, yeah, here, let's look back at the truck. Okay, so we already did this bit. Trying to find the truck. Here we are. I think we already read this bit too, because that part's still,
read that. Their heads collide together.
Then they switch bodies.
Their Fridays got freaky. Oh, is that it? Oh. Okay, not that. Man with the cane, no. Still a bad end here. Here, okay, hold on a second. So, show hint, yeah. If the father-daughter duo didn't show up, this wouldn't have happened. A certain someone needs to give those two some better advice, and a certain other someone needs to meet up with them outside his or her house. Oh, probably needs to be Osawa then, I think. So let's see, probably not the whispering bit. Are there any other like lab security decisions that would like lead them to go outside then?
Possibly.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Just have to ask Makino in person.
The fact was that the antiviral had been used for clinical testing. Either Makino had taken it from the laboratory personally, or someone working on his orders had done so. But how? Was there really some way they could have bypassed lab security without anyone else knowing? Osawa couldn't think how it was possible. Okay, this is going to happen regardless. Okay, so that isn't even a thing. What kind of question is there here? I being hysterical, that doesn't actually change anything as far as I can tell. Okay, so that's not gonna help. Yeah, we had to change that already. I don't think the man with the cane is going to be an issue. Kano can't really do much else as far as I'm aware. We already gave him different advice. So then who the fuck is it? Yeah, that's going in a different direction. Here, I'll just fucking... to here. Wait, what? Huh.
What?
Okay, so... No, it actually is lay low somewhere. And then Osawa's supposed to do something?
Huh.
Alright, so here, we'll change the advice back.
Look, we'll get through this somehow.
Okay, so keep your head down. Alright, maybe we have to choose a different one for the bathroom scene. I'm wondering if the keep out means that we just made a bad decision somewhere. Oh, wait a second. Okay, maybe shoving him out of the bathroom then?
Look, if you want to talk, we can do it out there.
Osawa shoved Tanaka out of the bathroom. Hey, hold on, wait! With Osawa still pushing against his back, Tanaka reached into his suit pocket and flashed at Osawa. Okay, same thing. Wait a minute, this isn't a keep out yet. Okay. It's on the LCD screen. Okay, this is still a keep out.
Hmm.
Because like, I'm thinking back on it, yeah. Okay, so we have to fix the keep out. Okay, try going to Achi at 12:15 and then jump to Osawa from there. Wait, oh, wait, what? Oh, yeah! This fucking bit! Oh my god.
I,
We already read most of this bit, yeah.
Who is
Her
AC
father's
we're talking about
co-workers
again?
were there. Jump!
Was it Noir?
I mean, I guess Noir is discount AC for this, so I guess that would be. But yeah, here, we got the keep out fixed. Here, take a look at this. It's back to Osawa, so I'm assuming the harms you. Osawa can never have anticipated what he saw on the LCD screen. It was an email from Hitomi. Stifling an exclamation, he scanned the contents of the message. There's a man following me. He has a gun, and I think he's trying to kill me. I'm safe for the moment, so try not to worry. The kidnapper warned me, told me not to contact my family or the police. Please keep this email a secret.
Didn't Tomi give the kidnapper the ransom?
Osawa said.
What could anyone want with her now?
Tanaka shook his head, uncertain.
Wouldn't know any better than I would, I suppose. Do the police know about this? And if so, why haven't they said anything?
He felt himself start to tremble as he searched for an answer. Answers in Tanaka's silent gaze.
Do you think this could be related? That other thing?
I doubt it. If it were, why would they have gone after Hitomi? Why would they have got after Hitomi?
Suppose you're right, but...
Osawa was shaking outright now. Tanaka laid a hand on his shoulder. First, just calm down and let's think about what we know about the kidnapper. His composure helped Osawa keep himself under control. They've taken Maria, the vice director continued quietly, along with a ransom of 50 million yen, and now they're after Hitomi. His gaze sharpened. Sir, You know, this could be someone who holds a personal grudge against you.
Grudge.
Osawa considered. He couldn't think of anyone who would have a reason to attack him. He'd been too caught up in virus research since his time in school to have formed any hostile rivalries. He didn't have any enemies that he knew of.
Someone's jealous that I'd become head of a laboratory?
He suggested doubtfully. He had held his position for years at this point. Why would that spur someone into kidnapping his daughter now? Has anything happened recently? Tanaka asked. Anything strange since you got back from overseas?
As I got back,
Osawa's heart skipped a beat, then started pumping faster. The first thing that came to mind was the solicitation he'd gotten from the American laboratory. If he accepted the offer, it would put Okoshi Pharmaceuticals in quite a bind. Possibly enough to warrant someone holding a grudge over it. But the only other person who knew about that potential transfer right now was his wife, I.
no,
Osawa said.
nothing. Not that I can think of.
He couldn't bring himself to discuss the transfer with Tanaka. He felt a surge of guilt for contemplating leaving his trusted assistant behind. If he did make the move to America, he planned to recommend that Tanaka replace him as department director. Still, he didn't expect that to make up for his abandonment. Alright, let's see what information I can find then, Tanaka said. The kidnapper had forbidden any contact with either family or the police. But Tanaka was outside of that circle, and he knew how to handle himself with discretion. I'm sorry to have to put this on you. Oh, that's Osawa, actually. My bad.
Yeah. Sorry to have to put this on you.
Osawa said.
And thank you.
For now, let's see if we can get Hitomi to exchange some more emails. An uncomfortable thought suddenly occurred to Osawa. He blurted out without thinking.
Why do you have my daughter's contact information in your phone?
Tanaka gave him a worried look. Sir, I promise. I can explain once this is all over. And with that, he stepped out of the bathroom.
Can't believe Tanaka's going out with Hitomi.
Something in the tone of his final words left Osawa to wonder. Could it be that Tanaka and Hitomi were dating? He hoped dearly for that not to be the case. Their age difference... Oh my god.
Oh.
Whew!
Hard nope.
Alone made their idea of... Oh yeah, I should probably say this for the people just listening to this like an audiobook. Tanaka is 40 and Hitomi is 19. Their age difference alone made the idea a disturbing one, let alone so many other considerations. Trying to put aside his paranoia, Osawa resumed his struggle with the clog in the toilet. Most toilet clogs are caused by a buildup of flushable paper products, or by solid objects inadvertently dropped in the toilet bowl.
I was curious about that.
But shockingly enough, on very rare occasions, they can be caused by someone taking a dump that happened to be that big that it gets stuck in the pipe. Apologies to anyone who might be eating right now.
He took a dump and he said it was that big.
Actually,
Oh,
eating
goodness!
anyway. Like, I'm kind of hungry right now.
Kazuhara reappeared, still toting the bucket. You seem to be having a lot of trouble there, sir. It made it sound like the whole mess was Osawa's fault.
Of course I am. Never had to do this before.
Really? I think the research you do would be a lot more difficult than this.
Cleaning toilets gives me far more trouble, I'd say.
So it would seem. Kajiwara stood watching, as if Osawa's efforts made an interesting show. I know the first thing about viruses, sir, but I don't find unclogging toilets to be that difficult.
Oh yeah?
Osawa snapped.
Then how about you fix the damn thing?
Kajiwara really was a world-class pro at pissing people off. Are you sure? You don't mind? The detective asked.
Be my goddamn guest.
Osawa shoved the plunger into Kajiwara's hands.
How just rapidly zoomed into the door hinge.
Leaving the detective to handle the toilet, Osawa marched back to his study. He turned on the CD player and lay back on the sofa, squeezing his eyes shut. He was seriously on edge. Listening to the opening theme of this game, Kajiwara had totally broken his stride.
What now?
The door to the study slid slowly open. It's Detective Kajiwara, sir.
Please don't come in here without asking.
My apologies, Mr. Osawa. I just wanted to inform you that the toilet has been fixed.
Right. Fine.
Osawa hardly cared. Just wanted the guy to give him a little piece. Oh my, is that really all you have to say, sir? Nary a compliment or encouraging word? Maybe a good job, Kajiwara, or you're getting a promotion, detective. Osawa blew out his breath in exasperation.
How are you a detective?
I'm not sure I get your meaning, sir.
You are completely clueless. I'd like to ask your superiors to replace you with a detective who knows how to take his job seriously.
Mr. Osawa, with all due respect, it's unusual for a precinct detective like me to be stationed here in a victim's home.
What's your point?
Not to brag, sir, but I happen to be an exceptional detective. Kajiwara beamed with pride. In fact, I made an excellent showing in the Super Detective contest we had in our police social media service.
What?
Wait a minute, an online platform whose primary feature is allowing people to connect with one another. The police-exclusive social media network that Kajiwara belongs to is Poxy. Is a very strictly regulated with any kind of abusive language, slander, sexual content, or lame jokes deleted almost
Only lame
immediately.
joke. Only
no,
good
it's
jokes get to
Tumblr.
stay.
Being funny is not allowed.
For a moment,
Not unless you do
Osawa-
it with good taste.
For a moment, Osawa thought the bolt of incredulous anger that shot through him was the onset of a stroke. How could a single person be so utterly infuriating?
Easy. All you have to do is just talk to someone like AC.
Oh my god.
Damn, what? Damn.
Alright, shit.
He's not here. You can't say.
I was gonna take a shot at Rindy, but okay.
And you can't tell anyone about this. Kajiwara went on obliviously. But this summer a new detective manga is starting. Based on me. Wait, really? Planned for serialization in the MPD's monthly PR magazine. The chapter titles have already been decided. Chapter 1, The Famous Detective Kaji. Chapter 2, Kaji Howls at the Sun. Chapter 3, Kaji Rides the Rails. Kaji at Daybreak. Detective Kajak. Kaji, Queen of the Streets.
Oh, wait, what?
Look out, Kaji. Kaji on the Edge. Dance, Kaji, dance. Chapter 10, Space Detective Kaji. And so on and so forth.
I kind of want to see the panels that they're in here.
Osawa spat out a peal of feigned laughter.
Manga.
I feel like whoever wrote this should write the new Fully Cooley.
Nice.
I can tell you all about the plot, sir. Would you like to hear about it?
I would not.
It's about a telecommunicating detective who solves major crimes using just his wits and his computer. Would you like to hear about that, sir?
I would.
I really wouldn't.
Damn.
I know I may not look it, but I'm pretty handy with computers. Kajiwara's eyes drifted over to Osawa's desktop. His hand darted to the mouse in a matter of moments. He cleared the screensaver and booted up a web browser.
Hey,
Osawa barked,
don't touch that.
but he was too late to stop the detective.
Why is the music going so hard? My god.
The monitor
Aya
showed
Kamiki?
this. The monitor showed the page for AyaNet, a fan page devoted to Aya Kamaki. Osawa's an imminent rage stroke was beginning to make his vision grow fuzzy.
Come to this.
You
oh,
come to this site regularly, sir?
regularly. Well, I'm not shy to.
Osawa trailed off, feeling the heat of a blush flare on his cheeks. There's a lot of stuff on the site. Is there a section you primarily spend time on?
Well, I mean, for my part, I really only go to the fan forums for folks 40 and over.
Aha!
It's for those?
With a twinkle of curiosity in his eyes, Kajiwara appeared at the computer screen. Having his piracy invaded to this degree was the ultimate disgrace.
All right,
Osawa huffed.
you're an amazing detective, Kajiwara. Just incredible. I see you in a new light now. Now, would you please?
Get the hell out, or please leave me
Probably
alone.
want him to probably have to leave the study because I think that's where we go
Yeah.
to meet the people.
Would you please leave me alone?
You have to leave the study. Sir, hold on! There's something I wanted to give you. Is it a banana?
Is it the banana?
Kajiwara reached into his pocket.
I don't need a damn banana.
I don't know. Maybe when a man offers you a banana, it's very rare for you to turn it down. I should say.
Well, not unless you're offering your donut.
Asawa fled the room. He needed to be alone, if only for a few moments. But even if he could somehow shake Kajiwara,
Tim got it.
the other detective had his eyes all over the house. He had reached the limits of his patience. He couldn't even think straight right now because people keep offering him bananas. What can I say?
Well, the
He
bathroom
headed for the
incident
back
certainly
door,
qualified that.
trying to avoid the police.
2 for 2.
Opening the door quietly, he
Nailed
slipped
it.
across the yard and through the back fence. He didn't want to venture too far from the house. He found a tiny alley and took cover there, thankful for a few moments to himself at last. He hadn't been there long when he had caught sight of a man and a young girl, a father and his
Table.
daughter, running past the road. It looked as if they were running from something. The man flashed a look back over his shoulder, then took his daughter by the hand and pulled her off the road. They crashed behind some bushes, hiding. As he looked around wide-eyed, he spotted Osawa watching him from the alleyway. "Help!" the man called out. "Help me! Please! If these guys catch me, I..." "Oh!" His eyes opened wide when he got a look at Osawa's face. You're...
Huh?
Osawa thought he recognized the fugitive too, though he couldn't remember from where.
That girl looked like the boy from The Grudge.
"There were some real nasty guys after
Listen.
us," the man said. "I know I have no right to ask through this, but please at least help keep my daughter safe."
Probably you should go to the police if...
"No! They won't be able to help me with this. Please, I'm begging you, help me!
Sorry, but...
Please, if not me, then at least help my daughter," the man pleaded. Osawa looked down at the girl. Unlike her father, she was calm and reserved. She reminded him of Maria just a little. I think we're supposed to just help them evade the pursuers.
Probably, yeah.
Osawa couldn't just stand idly by. He decided to help them evade their pursuers.
Alright, follow me.
"Oh, thank you. Thank you so much."
What am I looking
The lighting for this game is insane.
That is like a horror
But it's only his sections, though.
It's so good. I love it.
It's the
It's
ghost.
only
I
those
feel so
seconds.
unsafe. I feel
He-
so unsafe.
He led the two back to his house, then into a storage shed out back.
Can lay low in here for a while if you like.
He said. The shed was fairly large. There was plenty of space for the man and his daughter. "I'm so sorry," the man said. "I'm not sure how I can possibly thank you."
Don't worry.
Osawa closed the shed door and headed back out to take a look around. 2 thuggish-looking men came running up to him. None of these were the people the father and daughter were running from.
Boom.
I guess Bone, yeah. Bone?
Boom.
Oh, sorry, I was looking away. What? You there?
Said the one in the sunglasses.
You see a guy and his daughter around here?
Teru Toyama and his daughter Hana. They've come to Shoto while running from the loan sharks just moments ago. Toyama was talking on the phone with Minori Kawa. Keep out ended.
Wait, was that jump in a note?
Yeah,
What if
they
you
do that all
weren't
the time.
checking the notes?
I think that they kind of
I guess
supposed to.
I guess I just never noticed.
He'd gotten some new info in the Burning Hammer sales demo, but he'd also lost some more time. The surveillance camera piece still wasn't finished. It was going to be a near thing to get it done before the sales demo started. Yet instead of returning to his writing, he got out his cell phone. Toyama had gotten one of his crazy ideas. Tried to hang himself again. The thought had been Norikawa too worried to work over his copy. To work on his copy. Meh. The phone rang several times before someone picked up.
Mr. Toyama, where are you right now?
Norikawa asked. "Right now? I'm on the run somewhere near Shoto." I already have this. Tam was speaking in an oddly hushed tone.
Shoto?
After you left the office, some guy came by to collect on my debts, so I made a run for it. Okay, so he wasn't dead, but the situation was still pretty bad.
Look, we'll get through this somehow.
Minorikawa hushed, hoping it was true. Oh, yeah, no, same beat, I guess.
Just keep your head down and stay out of trouble. Stay where you are now.
Stay where I am? But,
Yeah, where you are now.
This is all the same shit, yeah.
Just find some place to hide and just lay low.
Minorikawa let a deep sigh as he turned back to his laptop. Oh. Alright.
So,
I guess that was just to make sure that he stayed put. Okay.
I
The jumps in this shit are so fucking weird sometimes.
I know.
Yeah, right. We're at the same beat, yeah.
Should I just repeat the line?
Just go back to, just start from they should have come back this way.
They should have come back this way.
There was a hint of menace in his voice.
A man and his daughter.
I think
this
that's
is Osawa.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ah, shit.
A man and his daughter? Yes, I think I saw them run through here.
Which way did they go?
That way.
こっちで.
So we almost got him.
The pair sped away.
His sunglasses look like goggles.
Well,
So I
but-
waited until they were fully out of sight, then called them out to the shed. Oh, the shed.
Alright, they're gone.
The door stayed closed, however. I'm really sorry, the man called back from inside. Those guys might come back this way. Is it okay if we hide out here a little while longer? He sounded desperate. Pitiful, really.
Sure, go ahead.
Osawa said. With that, he headed back inside. Evidently, he wasn't just going to get any time alone today, no matter where he went. Now, see, Noir, you just have to erase that fully, so it just says butthole, and then that's the end of it.
There are so many moving parts in this story.
Yeah, it's a real scramble.
It's a kinetic.
Mm-hmm. Osawa groaned inwardly when he got back to his study.
You're still here.
Yes, sir. I was able to keep my eyes on you, after all.
Believe me, it shows.
Mr. Osawa, if you're going to go outside, I'd appreciate if you'd let me know first.
What?
Kajiwara realized he snuck out of the house. But more importantly, Kajiwara reached back into his suit pocket. I've meaning to give this to you. He held out a small plastic bag. It was a scrap of paper of some sort.
What's that?
Osawa asked. This is what was clogging the toilet, sir. Despite
What?
hesitation, Osawa took hold of the bag.
Can't believe this is actually relevant.
Huh.
Huh. That's...
The passenger's name here is listed as Kenji Osawa. In the plastic bag was a plane ticket, specifically the one for the upcoming flight to the US the following week. He left it out on his desk. How did it wind up getting flushed in the toilet? This looks like it's pretty important, sir, Kajiwara said. I must say, it was pretty careless of you to accidentally flush it. A wry sort of smile came to his face. Although, the detective added, I suppose the question of who flushed is another matter entirely. Osawa was at a loss for words. Someone had tried to flush his plane ticket on purpose. He was sure of it. He knocked on the door to Ai's room, but there was no response. It didn't look like she'd gotten back home yet. Osawa let himself in. The stinging scent of her perfume pervaded the room, which was decorated in all white. You can tell the marriage is going well when they have separate rooms and separate beds. Clothes were strewn all about, as if to put her slovenliness on display. She'd been like this ever since they'd gotten married, and Osawa had long since stopped caring. It must have been I who tried to flash the ticket. He knew she didn't want him going to America, but still, couldn't she have found a better way to get rid of it? Thanks to her been stuck hunched over the damn toilet fighting with the plunger. Asawa sat down on the bed amidst the brand-name clothing. Then he spotted something odd down by his feet. It was a gold cigarette lighter. Just when had I picked up smoking? Asawa picked up the lighter and set it on the shelf next to the bed. He started out of the room. But stopped himself as he noticed stopped as he noticed the scrapbook on the bookshelf. The rest of the shelf was filled with fashion magazines, so the scrapbook definitely drew his eye. Curious, he took it down and opened it. The book was filled with articles and write-ups about the result of Osawa's research in the company's various achievements. Flipping through the pages took him on a trip down memory lane. There was even an old company memo welcoming Tanaka on board as his new vice director. There was a photo of Osawa shaking Tanaka's hand at the party celebrating his new position. It was a little peculiar to think that she had bothered to keep something so trivial. A series of magazine articles were nested between the pages further into the book. These hadn't been clipped out for inclusion in the scrapbook itself. Osawa glanced through them. Floundering Okoshi Pharmaceutical arranges marriage of political convenience. It was a self-indulgent piece from some rag called the 4-Star General Gossip, from right after he and I had gotten married. When the piece had first run, he'd been too furious to read it. Now he gave it a quick looking over. It was pretty much exactly what he expected. He talked about how one of the corporate directors had sacrificed his own daughter in order to keep one of the researchers on board, referring, of course, to Makino offering Osawa Ai's hand in marriage. Allowing yeah. In this case, the term is used figuratively and not literally. Yeah. Rumors abound of marital strife between the newlyweds. They were going on to talk about how Ai had been dating another man before she and Osawa had gotten married. The whole thing was a bunch of puerile rubbish. Any marriage involves some kind of calculated self-interest after all. Right, every marriage. Whatever the reason for their union, nothing changed the fact that I was now his wife. With a faint sigh, Osawa put the scrapbook back on the shelf.
At least he's trying to make it work.
He hasn't. One day he didn't talk to her for 14 days.
I don't think he's trying very hard to make it work.
Listen, he just needs to realize that maybe there's someone else who cares rather deeply about him, who maybe keeps offering him a banana. Or maybe the one who has weird, intimate conversation with him in the bathroom. Come to think of it, there's at least we've played at least. Actually, no, we've had at least 3 different VNs where there's more than one person talking in a bathroom with somebody else, and it's a surprisingly distinct scene. There's at least 3 of these.
That is true.
It's a very obscure part of the bro code.
How are the other
offer
2?
Somebody a banana to ask them to be homies.
The
Can I have your
25th,
banana at this trying time?
the 25th ward and Umineko. Actually, no, wait, no. Higurashi had a bathroom scene too.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
In Angel Mart, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whenever Rika crawled along the walls like a spider.
But
actually, there's a lot of important bathroom scenes in Umineko. I didn't really think about that until now.
And Rika made the weird hissing noise.
Mm-hmm. Began flipping through his CD rack.
And she's
feeling disconsolate. He returned to his study and began flipping through his CD rack. His eyes scanned for Aya Kamaki's album For Tomorrow, Forevermore. A lot more experimental numbers were on that album. Given how discombobulated he felt right now, this is what he needed to hear. Again, Osawa reflected on how there'd been time where he didn't care about music at all. He'd simply purchased copies of the most popular CD of the moment as birthday presents for his 2 girls. And that just happened to be an album of Aya Kamaki. No, I'm good. I'm just fumbling my words a little bit. I'm fwubbing my words. Itami was thrilled by the gift, but Maria hadn't seemed terribly fond of it. The next day, she tossed her copy back on her father's desk. Why is this like a 4chan text now? Figuring that throwing it away would be a waste, Osawa had stuck that onto the CD into his computer to give it a listen. He was immediately bombarded by an intense beat bolstered by bold, uplifting vocals. Aya Kamaki wrote her own lyrics, which did a fine job of conveying the emotions of a teenage girl. Osawa could hardly believe it. After listening to just one track, he was well and truly hooked. Before the day was out, he had purchased her entire discography.
Huh?
He muttered. Fort Tomorrow should have been in the CD rack, but there was no sign of it.
What the heck is it? Why isn't it here?
For a moment he wondered if he was going crazy, and then he remembered. It was at the lab. He wanted something to listen to on break at work, so he brought the album there.
Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
Not being able to listen to it made him want to hear it all the more. It wasn't like he could just go out and buy another copy right now, either. He just had to borrow the copy he had given to Hitomi all those years ago. Able to contain his need to hear that music, he went into Hitomi's room. There he quickly rummaged through the CD rack beside his daughter's bed. Part of him felt like he was being a little sneak thief. According to the email Tanaka had shown him, someone was trying to kill Hitomi. Under the circumstances, he knew that what he was doing was ridiculous, and yet he still couldn't resist the impulse to find this CD. But his efforts were to no avail. There were no Ayakamaki CDs on the rack at all. Okay, let's see. So we got
Mozart.
Some gibberish. I don't know what that is. Yo, shout out to www.adobe.com. Let's see. We got Mozart, Joy Company. Oh, was it like a play on Joy Division? Oh wow. Dvorak. Yeah. So I pulled out every Dvorak. Yeah.
Die Entführung aus dem Serail. A Singspiel by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart.
Leave it
So
to
I
the
pulled out,
resident German mood.
The Abduction from the Seraglio.
Mm-hmm. So I pulled out
Antonin
every.
Leopold Borak.
Osawa pulled out every CD on the rack, but they were all classical music. He slumped back in disappointment. It had to be somewhere here in our room.
Borak.
Osawa jumped to the sound of his cell and fumbled to get it out of his pocket. Makino's name was displayed on the LCD screen. Someone was Makino. I forget who.
Who is Makino again?
Makino is the guy who's like the head
Don't
of the head of the pharmaceuticals company.
I think it was AC.
Yeah, probably.
I'm out front.
Yeah, there you go.
Who wants to voice CEO scumbag?
That was all Makino said before hanging up. Hurriedly, Osawa began tidying up the CD rack.
I barely remember what he looks like.
As he worked, he thought about what he was going to say to Makino. To think that someone had violated corporate policy to such unethical ends. It sullied his research. Osawa wasn't about to let anyone get away with it. And yet he was about to leave Hitomi's room. A sudden uncertainty gripped him. He hesitated. Did he have any right to condemn Makino for running trials in secret? His hand began to sweat as it gripped the doorknob. No, he didn't. How could he? His hands were dirty in all this, too.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Need to keep this secret just between us.
Oh.
It'll be fine. I've already cleared animal testing.
It's like the beginning to a Resident Evil movie.
Memories hovered. Osawa himself had already administered the antiviral to someone, hadn't he?
It's the only way.
Swear to God, if this goes to be continued, I'm gonna be pissed.
Muttering to no one in particular, Osawa trudged towards the front door of his house. Aww.
Son of a bitch!
Of course.
Damn.
Damn it all!
Osawa has, like, hands down the most intrigue, but he's doing the least. He's just walking around
nothing-
his house.
Yeah, like
His is written like a psychological.
Alright, so we're
Damn
going
it,
for the
it's a
pincer
good
attack.
psychological.
Mm-hmm. The detectives took up position on the opposite sides of the plaza. Kano called up Sasayama on his cell phone. Yeah, we did this bit. And sure enough, the second man approached the one holding the attaché case. After exchanging a scant handful of words, he took the case and walked off. Sasayama!
I'll handle the guy with the case.
Got it. Sasayama broke into a run, chasing after the man who'd taken the ransom. Kano hung up his phone and rushed to close the distance with the other man.
Yes!
You there! Stop where you are! The suspect turned and Kano recognized his face. He was indeed a member of the foreign crime syndicate that operated in Shibuya. Is the hostage safe? Kano demanded. The man's only response was an unsettling grin. Answer me! They repeated the question. The man remained silent. Kano.
Handcuffs, handcuffs!
Probably want to handcuff him, yeah. Took out a pair of handcuffs. Appropriate by police officers to shackle the suspects. In Japan, the belt that makes it the part of the officer's duty uniform has a storage pouch for a pair of handcuffs. Good to know. The suspect
They do that in America, too.
The man pulled a knife from his breast pocket and swung it right at Kano's face. Kano managed to jerk away in time, but the momentum carried him too far backward and he sprawled out onto the pavement. Damn! The suspect was already making a run for it. Suddenly, a large car of foreign make skidded to a halt, blocking off the man's escape route. A tall Caucasian man jumped out. He wore sunglasses and a crisp suit. Now cornered, the fleeing suspect brandished his knife. Be careful! But Kano couldn't have the time to finish shouting his warning. There was a metallic twing, and the knife went flying through the air. The man in the sunglasses had snapped his right foot up, sending the weapon flying. As the attacker's jaw dropped in astonishment, the newcomer proceeded to elbow him right in the face.
Boosh!
The blow connected, and the suspect went down hard. Who wants to be foreign man?
How?
The fallen man turned his head to look at Kano. His mouth moved as he was attempting to say something. He never got it out. The man in the sunglasses kicked him in the face. With the girl in the perp slumped down unconscious. Hey! Kano snapped. What the hell are you doing? He stumbled over to the man with the sunglasses. Oh yeah!
Oh my god, it's Albert Wesker!
Okay, so
No,
for the
it's
record,
not Wesker.
you know what I was gonna
Is
say.
this the one dude from The Wire?
So I was gonna say, I'm going to give this to AC. Can I do my Albert Wesker voice for this guy for a little
Oh,
bit?
please.
Is that lunch?
The man nonchalantly dusted off his suit. You're to watch and see where these guys went, right? He spoke in fluent Japanese. Imagine that you were a Japanese person who's never been in a situation where you suddenly had to speak to a foreigner. You haven't used English in ages. Your tension grows. You think back in English class in school. Nothing you remember is helpful. You muster up the courage to choke out a stammered, do you? And the foreigner responds frequently in your own language. Nihongo de daijoubu desu. It's alright, I speak Japanese.
Nihongo de daijoubu desu.
What happened to that Japanese sense of honor I've heard so much about? Who are you? I'm from the U.S. Embassy's Regional Security Office, the man replied. In embassies where ambassadors from a foreign country, He presented Kano with his ID. Jack Stanley!
Oh, that's an American
Mr.
name.
Tannery.
No, wait a second! No, wait! His signature is literally to John Hancock!
Oh my god, you're right. It does
Pretty
say
funny.
John Hancock.
He's just that American.
Okay, that's cool.
Jack Stanley.
What year does this take place?
2006,
must
I'm
be
pretty
after.
sure.
Must be after
I mean, it
2006.
says from May
Yeah.
2007 to December 31st, 2009.
I'm trying to think, is it expired?
Pre-expired? I don't know, shit. His title is listed as Security Assistance Officer. Kano glanced at the car he'd shown up in. The license plate was blue with white lettering. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs? But the ministry wouldn't just send some diplomat to intervene in a police investigation. Kano pulled his phone out of his pocket. Sasayama's name was displayed across the LCD screen.
How are things on your end, Kano?
I have the suspect in custody. How about you? Sasayama hesitated.
He got away from me.
What about the attaché case?
I'm sorry, but he's still got to be around here somewhere. I'm gonna look around some more.
Sasayama hung up. What's your name, detective? Jack Stanley asked as Kano was processing the new information. Kano from the Shibuya precinct. Alright, Kano. I'm going to need you to follow my instructions for the next while. Why's that? Instead of answering, Stanley took out his cell phone and made a quick call. After a few moments, he held the phone out for Kano. Here. Permission from your boss, he said. What? Kano squawked. He took the phone gingerly, bracing himself. Kano speaking.
You imbecile, what the hell are you thinking?
It was Kuze, and he was furious. Understandably so, really. Kano disobeyed a direct order, and for what? All he'd accomplished was losing track of the attaché case. I'm sorry, sir.
You really think sorry is gonna get it? You're off the force, Kano.
Kano slumped. I'm just gonna preemptively assume that we're about to get a bad ending, and I'll just go back and make it so that he checks his phone. Well, actually, okay, let's give it a minute. Let's
just see where this goes. See where it goes.
Shit. Whoopsies. That's where that fucking restarted the goddamn conversation.
Oh.
Complete global saturation.
What?
From Resident Evil 5, guys.
Wesker, yeah.
Wesker.
Creels.
Great. Hey, stop laughing.
Wesker.
What?
Oh wait, that's not Chris.
Resident Evil.
Wesker.
He's the main bad guy in the Resident Evil series of video
I
games.
know who. I know
Come
who
on!
Robert Wesker
Come on!
is.
Come on!
It's just the first thing Orange said sounded like it was from Dr. Evil.
No, it's from Resident Evil 5.
Honest to God, to me, it sounded like something out
for
of
that
Austin Powers
house.
movie.
Complete global lactation.
Oh.
Oh.
See, that sounds like something from an Austin Powers movie.
What do you mean he looks like Homelander? He is just built different.
He does look a little bit like Homelander in 5.
He does not look like Ackles.
I'll give him that. You know, here while we're quickly going
Ackles
through
is
this,
not Homelander.
I posed this question a long time ago in general, and nobody responded to it at all. Would you consider Wesker to be attractive?
No.
I mean, I'm not gay,
It's his
but I like his
personality
voice.
that's the problem.
I guess but
I'm
he's really slimy.
Look, I'm just like I've seen fucking people on Twitter who are some like dead ass Wesker fuckers. You know what? I kind of get it. I kind of get it.
What,
I mean, he
you're
works
gonna
with
say
sunglasses really
that.
well.
You're gonna say you don't understand Wesker Fuskers after hanging out with B and Rindy.
Wait, B?
I'm saying
What
I
is
do get
B?
it. I do get it.
Oh yeah. Do you know? Me do
I
care a lot.
I have
That,
to go to
um,
bed like earlier than you guys, so I try to.
Hey, we made it.
He knew he deserved whatever punishment he got. Still, orders from the top didn't trump the hostage's safety. If he could have gone back and done it all again, okay, yeah. So yeah, we do gotta go back and make the fucking call anyway. Took out his phone. How took out his phone to check in with Sasayama?
This guy looks like Hayden Christensen in that picture.
Oh,
I've got the suspect in custody.
he said.
How's your end?
Oh, the opposite way around.
Obviously.
I've got the suspect in custody, he said.
How's your end?
How Sasayama hesitated.
You got away from me.
What about the attaché case?
I'm sorry, but he's still got to be around here somewhere. Yeah, I'm gonna look around some more.
Sasayama hung up and Kana slipped his phone back into his pocket. Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going to see if anything changes. Okay, yeah, he runs away. Car. Oh, Blazer brand car.
Did it say blazer?
Yeah, it's a blazer. There's a lot of very careful photoshopery that's been done in this shit.
Iconic line. Ah, ow. Oh no, you got turned into an AI painting.
Yeah.
I'm researching
speak
Ouroboros.
Daijobu.
I get the fuck about.
Kimochi kawaii.
Oh. They're answering. Okay, so I guess what is it? Yeah, right. Phone call for Kano. Oh, okay. So I guess it doesn't really matter either way.
Yep.
Oh god, I forgot about the original live-action Wesker.
It admit he wasn't detective material, but so be it. Oh. Oh, I was just preemptive.
That's what I want to tell you.
Kuze
That it's not
continued.
going to be a bad end at all. But for now, I need you to listen to the instructions of that guy there, Stanley. Do whatever he tells you, without
Sir.
question.
Kano hadn't seen this one coming. He disobeyed orders. That was undeniable. And yes, he knew he deserved a reprimand. But being ordered to tag along with some stranger who had just turned up out of the blue? What the heck? May I ask why the U.S. Embassy is involved with this?
No more questions, Kano. Step in line.
Please just hold on. Sir, I have no idea what's going on here. Kuze let an exasperated sigh.
Ugh, that makes two of us, kid.
I doubt that.
And with that, the director hung up.
Ooh, sitting on my hands again.
Sounded like even Kuze didn't have the whole story here, which meant that orders were coming from someplace higher. It can, in fact, get much higher, it seems. A foreign syndicate moving the ransom around, the U.S. Embassy. Whatever was going on was more than just a local kidnapping case, and Kano was deep in the middle of it. He handed the phone back to Stanley. A few moments later, the two detectives from MPD arrived on the scene. Stanley had handed over the fallen criminal to them. You're chasing a bum lead, you know, Stanley said as he watched them carry the man away. What do you mean? Kano asked. I mean, this kidnapping isn't about the money. My priority is the girl's safety. Right now, your priority is doing what I tell you to do. Kano gave him a scowl, but Stanley ignored it. That guy we just, arrested, he asked. He tell you anything? Oh wait, wrong way around, I think. The guy we just, arrested. He tell you anything? Oh, other way around. Fuck.
Hat.
He tell you anything? No, nothing, Kano said. Really now? All trace of emotion drained from Stanley's eyes. His gaze pierced Kano like icy daggers. Held a glimmer of something dangerous. Something Kano had seen plenty of times since he joined the force. He wasn't looking into the eyes of some diplomatic liaison. No. This was a man who knew how to kill. Who had killed people before. With some effort, Kano managed to regather his sense of professionalism. He didn't tell me anything, he repeated. I tell he's a member of the same foreign crime syndicate that works out of Shibuya. I probably know some of their hangouts. Show me, Stanley said, cool as an automaton. We'll take my car. Kano wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his brow as they headed for the vehicle. He was just sliding into the passenger seat when Kuze radioed over the wireless.
Okie dokie, folks. Listen up.
The childish tone was back in his voice, full of force. Do you want to redo that with the childish voice?
Okie dokie, folks. Listen up.
Kano stiffened on reflex. He knew what that meant.
So, did Tomio Osawa's, gone missing?
What? Kano couldn't
Going
believe his
down.
ears. Wasn't Tateno supposed to be protecting her right now?
Also, Detective Tateno hasn't radioed in. And, we can't catch him from our end either.
No way, Kano blurted out. It can't be.
So yeah,
Kuze continued.
he might have gotten caught up in this incident too.
It wasn't like Detective Tateno's stature to go incommunicado during investigation. It could only mean that something had happened to him. Something major.
Major.
Okay, we're on to be continued for Kano too. Okay, so we're a keep out for Minorikawa, keep out for Tama, and to be continued for him. So we've got 3 to be continues. We just need to fucking figure out what the hell the keep out is for Tama. And what the keep out is for Minorikawa. Okay, hold on a sec. Let's see. Oh. Okay. So to clear the Minorikawa one, we have to jump from here. That's really silly. But anyways. Minorikawa took a look at his wristwatch and gritted his teeth. By the way, what sort of impression do you have of this wristwatch? Just roll with whatever happens to come to mind.
What?
I think it's fine.
It's pretty nifty. It's got a nice like vintage appeal to it. I like
what
it.
comes to mind?
Extremely confused.
I guess it's
How do you
like
feel
wait,
about the watch?
that's actually part of the-
Nice.
that's actually part of the dialogue.
Big.
I think it's interesting. It's different. You know,
I
I'm
like
not
the
used to
lettering on
52
the.
number.
I like the lettering on like the 12 and the 6. It looks cool.
Is the 28 the date or is that like second? Oh, I guess it wouldn't be second.
I'm guessing
is
it's
that, like,
maybe
the
it's
date?
the. I'm.
That's
Oh, it might
usually
be
the
minute.
date.
Okay.
Oh, it's the date.
I'm not
I
used.
see.
I'm not used to the fancy watches that have the extra bits.
Also, it's an automatic limited edition. It seems.
Damn, is it that late already?
He had to head for the sales demo. The surveillance camera article wasn't done, but he just had to leave it where it was for now. As he was slipping his laptop back into his bag, his cell phone rang. Looked at the screen and saw Chiaki's name listed as an incoming caller. Was she done with her interviews? Mush mush. Hurriedly, he picked up.
Mushy Mosh, Chiaki, how's it going?
Several wet sniffles came through the receiver.
Hey, are you crying?
Yes.
What are you,
Chiaki's
Silver
voice
the
was...
Hedgehog?
His voice was, indeed, punctuated by sobs.
People won't stop to talk to me no matter how hard I try.
Come on. This again, really?
I can't do it. Don't worry about paying me. Just please let me go home.
Minorikawa was already operating on too tight a schedule. He didn't have time to worry about Chiaki on top of it all.
Look, just slow down and take a breath.
It doesn't sound like
Try
being
and
a
keep
team
it a little longer.
He should have seen this coming when he first called her. Her shyness was practically pathological. But if he caught her loose now, all this frustration would be for nothing.
But I can't do it.
Chiaki moaned again.
I'm sorry. I really am.
Look, just calm down.
Minara was practically screaming into his phone.
Why can't you be calm?
Be calmer. Just stay where you are until I get there, okay? Got that? Whatever you do, just don't move.
Just shakes the baby, shouts at it, stop crying!
Leaving the money for his coffee on the table, he strode out of the cafe. Street interviews were tougher than they looked. Not many random passerby were willing to stop and do it back and forth. Still, being able to talk to people in the street was a fundamental skill for a freelance reporter. All Minoru Kawa wanted for Chiaki was to put in a little effort to make it happen. Though I found her personality frustrating, he actually quite liked her writing. Reading her words, you'd never guess what she was like in person. If he could just break the right story, he was sure readers would be quite taken with her. There was no time like the present. The plaza inside Shibuya Station was crowded as ever. Minoru Kawa looked around and soon spotted Chiaki.
Hey, what are you doing?
He asked. The fucking kids! She was hunkered down in front of the statue of Hachiko, squatting in an odd position. A group of kindergartners were gathered nearby. A pair of girls from Midoriyama Academy's kindergarten. They always hang out around the train station after school. They're great fun of killing time inside of the Tokyo 5000 series display car, the new landmark by the Hachiko entrance. The beat cop in the station police box has named them the Kinder Partners. The sadness in her eyes, like she has a stray dog or something.
What's this all about?
Minoru Kawa asked.
This is how I end up when I lose all my self-confidence. I just want to hide.
Oh, for crying out loud, get up, will ya?
I don't want
Stop crying!
Chiaki sniffled and wiped her eyes.
Let me ask you this.
Minoru Kawa stared down at her.
What was it that made you want to be a freelance writer?
Well, I guess because I wanted to try my hand at writing.
A dangling bit of mucus bobbed in and out of Chiaki's left nostril as she spoke.
She don't even look.
Gross. Okay.
Minoru Kawa followed.
And why is that?
Well, I'm too embarrassed to say.
Chiaki hid her face in her hands.
Okay, never mind that then. Right now you have a task that's been handed to you. You can't just say you can't do it.
Minoru Kawa tried to keep his tone calm.
No magazine in the world is gonna let a novice writer just write about whatever they want. You have to prove yourself first. Get your fundamentals down.
I already know all that.
Minoru Kawa took the notebook from Chiaki's hands.
Hey!
She squeaked.
Wait! You've only talked to one person so far?
There sure wasn't going to be a story in that.
Yeah. Well, not a person exactly.
Wait, what's this here? A
Tama!
cat?
No, I mean, yes, there was a person in a cat costume.
Switch!
You did what?
What should I do? Where could the truck that took the burning hammer possibly have gone? I'm standing there racking my brain when I hear a voice call out for me from behind.
Rando.
I'm pretty sure this is Chiaki.
Oh.
Oh, that
Fucking
makes sense. I'm
block.
stupid. Excuse me. Are you, happy? With your life right now?
She's so colorful.
I turned to see a woman holding
That's,
Like I'm just saying, look at how big those fucking earrings are. Like, goddamn. There's a.
I think those are
hair
her.
accessories.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah,
those are
those
just
are-
her ears.
Those are. Yeah, those are her ears. Well, you know, she's got a pretty consistent color scheme. There's red, there's red, there's pink, and there's yellow, covering all the bases. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm just... Sorry. Sorry. I started really
Sorry, my
being
bad.
difficult. Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
I do not have. Riri!
Riri, she doesn't have time for this.
No, I do not. I do not have the time for this right now. Riri! Josh, you're literally sitting in my laundry basket. He is.
Mhm.
I'm more than a little busy.
Oh, no. Oh, no, I mean, I understand if you can't.
She's giving me this hyper-intensive stare. Can't tell if she's trying to be intimidating or if she's actually afraid of me. Something about her is definitely off. Way too jittery and suspicious for my liking. Whatever she wants, I'd rather not get involved. I'm actually pretty busy, I say.
Oh, but, I mean... Just real quick. You'd be a huge help. Please,
But
please,
I really...
please.
She bows so many times she looks like one of those drinking birds.
I know we know what a drinking bird is. I mean, that she said that she does talk to her, so then yes, I guess A is the correct statement.
Hold on a second here.
I probably should do this.
I can't help but feel bad for this poor girl. I guess I can give her at least a few moments of my time. Alright, but please make it quick.
Oh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
She goes back into drinking bird mode. So what was the question?
Oh, right. So, are you, happy with your life right now?
Well, right now... As you can see, I am a cat.
Oh, a cat.
She's really dedicated to her job. Committed to the bit.
Yes, I see. A cat. So, yeah, I'll put down cat.
She just writes the word cat in her notepad.
Nailed it.
Right. Thank you.
Huh? Are we finished already?
Yes. Yes, we can finish right there.
She
She hangs her head a little and looks away. Sorry, I was yawning.
You're good.
Well, that sure was quick. I'm not sure I get what it was all about. Did I really give her enough to be useful? I doubt it, but hey, at least it was over fast. I head off in search of the burning hammer once more.
Oh, okay, progress. Shit.
No matter where I wander, though, I don't spot the truck anywhere. Now there's only 15 minutes before the demo is supposed to start. I better make my way back to the venue. Maybe Judy had better luck in her search? Back at the break room, I'm met by Mr. Yanagishita, who positively radiates despair.
That's super.
Oh my god.
Did you find it?
That was creepy. I'm sorry. And that was creepy. I tried. Yanagishita's shoulders slump further at my response.
Have you heard from Shiri? Oh wait, no.
That's me. Have you heard from Chiri? I ask.
No, nothing yet. I guess she's our last hope.
All of a sudden, Mr. Yanagishita holds up a pendant.
The situation's rough. I'd like you to wear this.
It's a miracle stone, like the one I saw back in storeroom earlier.
This ought to kick up your luck up a notch.
Now I see that Mr. Yanagishita is wearing another miracle stone around his own neck. Brrr. Using one bit of sham merchandise to help find another. Nice. This is the pinnacle of pitiful. That's what this is.
Hurry up and put it on! Before our luck runs out!
Well, not how! Mr. Yanagishita's eyes are all bloodshot. Something tells me that refusing his request wouldn't be wise right now. After a moment's hesitation, I take hold of the pendant. The stone is blue and glittery.
Is that Chiri?
Mr. Yanagishita squeaks. He whips out his phone.
No, sorry.
He mutters after listening for a moment.
I think you have the wrong number.
Guess it isn't Chiri after all.
Okay. Okay.
And yet he stays on the line.
Ah!
Fun.
Really?
His tone suddenly does a complete 180.
Yes, please, thank you very much.
As soon as he hangs up, Yanagishita strikes a victory pose.
It's a miracle.
This man was not paid
Burning
enough for
Hammer's
this.
back, baby.
Wait, what'd you say, Rindy?
This man was not paid enough. for
Honestly,
this.
yeah. Like, Nusabi needs a lot more money. Nasubi, nah.
The recycling guy realized the mix-up and returned the boxes to the loading dock.
Whoa! For real?
You girls did great. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
I've never seen someone come so close to literally jumping for joy. Whatever the hell he's doing.
I'm gonna go prep the demo room. Tama, you go bring Burning Hammer inside.
With that, Mr. Yanagishita practically flies out of the room. No way. I murmur to myself. This thing didn't actually work. Did it? I examine the miracle stone more closely. It just looks like some kind of toy jewelry. I wish that I actually get paid my 20,000 yen. Hey, it's worth a shot. With the miracle stone still clutched in my hand, I hurry out to the loading dock.
You didn't wish for getting the thing off?
Priority.
20k is pretty good.
Huh?
Wait, actually, how much is 20k?
Like $200.
I brace
Yeah,
myself.
roughly $200.
I brace myself before actually stepping out the door. It's not there! Where is it?
Did you say 20,000 or 200,000?
What was it?
It was 20,000.
I look and I look, but I see no sign whatsoever of any burning hammer.
It's almost 140 bucks.
In a panic, I call the recycling guy.
Well, I definitely returned to the loading dock. I can assure you of that. Knowing it's not there now, unfortunately, that isn't my responsibility.
He hangs up. Didn't even sound like he cared. I look around a little more, but to no avail. Yeah, it's definitely not here. Did someone else take it, maybe? As I hang my head in dismay, a middle-aged man in a sanitation uniform passes by, hauling a big garbage bag. He flashes me a curious look.
What do we do, Tomo?
Mr. Yanagishita freaks out when he hears the burning hammers.
Please, you gotta give me something.
I'm not really sure, sir. Now my boss is an even bigger wreck than he was before. This job is toast. Any money I was going to get paid is going up in smoke. Just like all my hopes and dreams at this point.
The eyes of a dead inner soul.
I guess maybe we could try selling the Anagochis? Or something? It's not much of a suggestion, but it's all I've got. Mr. Yanagishita looks at me intently.
Wait, what did you just say?
Uh-huh.
What did you just say?
Or something?
No, before that!
I guess maybe we could try selling the Anagochis? Can almost see the wheels turning in his head as a smile slowly creeps back onto his face.
Whoa! What the fuck?
That was
Whoa!
great. Slowly.
I feel sorry for anybody that, like, blinked. That's it!
Someone clicked.
That's it! That's it!
God.
Slowly.
I'm certain I see an actual gleam in his eyes.
Right then. I guess that's our only real option. No, wait. This is a sign. That burning hammer didn't just vanish by coincidence. Oh no.
He jolts to his feet, eyes still positively aglow.
Huh.
Alright. Let's see you later, Anagochis. We're about to knock you right out of the park. Man is pointing towards the future. Oh, jeez.
I probably don't need to tell you how the event goes down. We don't manage to sell even a single Anagochi. Turns out, hey, people are really creeped out by eels, and our customers have no problem letting us know that. Very impolitely, I might add, as they storm away in a huff.
Why? Sharon said she'd like the eel salt broiled, and in sushi.
I hear Mr. Yanagishita mutter to himself as I get ready to leave. If only we hadn't lost the burning hammer, things would have gone so much differently. Or, no, maybe they'd have gone pretty much the same. You know, I probably should have listened to my gut earlier. Agreeing to take on this job has brought me nothing but trouble.
Okay, so I'm guessing Minoru Cow is probably the
Wait,
solution
what-
to this catastrophe.
I was gonna
What
say,
did you
what
pick
if
first?
you just had to insult Chiaki and just make her leave, and so all she had was just she just wrote a picture.
Let's see. Well, the sanitation worker Tamasawa found another pile of trash to dispose of, sometime close to 1240. Someone winds up breaking the bottles, turning them into useless garbage. Oh!
Eh?
Somebody broke some bottles. Hold on a
Who broke
second.
bottles?
Well, at
Around-
1240.
At 1240. It was it the fucking forklift? Oh yeah, it was the forklift.
I really like playing that character. It lets me use my shouting voice. Makes me use the fact that I don't live with anybody.
Throw the boxes then? Oh, wait a second. That completely changed things. Oh, shit. Did that actually make things better for Tama? Nope. I just snatched the nearest box, turned it through to the man with the cane. The box is full of something heavy. Stand-in
AC is
Achi?
not here, so
Yeah.
who's the stand-in?
This ought to do some damage.
Oh, okay, you doing it?
Don't do
Yeah,
it,
sure, why
Orange.
not? I can do an AC voice. It's fine. It's literally just doing my fucking battler voice. I can work with that. The real
Dude, no,
satisfaction is-
your throat isn't slimy enough.
Hey, I'll have you know, I can make my voice plenty slimy. Most satisfaction struck the assassin in the face. The man staggered sideways. Gave his user to someone actually want to do Achi inside of me.
Oh, is it Achi?
Yeah, it's
I thought
Achi.
Nor was a stand-in Achi, wasn't he?
I guess so. If you want to do it Noir, you can.
Here, have another.
One by one, Achi hurled every box in the pile.
And one for the road.
The last box wasn't properly sealed. It broke open as it struck the pursuer, sending several bottles flying. The shadows they crashed on the street, squishing red liquid. The assassin dropped to one knee, scrubbing at his face with his hands. Ash looked on in surprise. He couldn't possibly have hit the guy that hard. Peering the man more closely, saw that he was spattered in red liquid. None of the stuff in the balls had gotten in his eyes.
Now's our chance.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. So, like... It sounds like no matter what... Oh, wait a second. Oh, they got changed to a keep out instead. Oh, what the fuck? Huh. Alright, well, here, let's just kind of go ahead and... We'll get back to the, Here, we've already done all this whole bit. We just need to get back to the fucking... stopping point. For Achi. Because he was already at it to be continued. How the fuck do I make this go faster?
Tomy.
And here we have a conversation that we've already seen before.
Yeah, there's no way to... Like, there is a way to make this go faster. I don't fucking know what it is. Controls. Autoplay on. Oh, autoplay off. Close summary. Oh, okay. So hold for speed up. Alright. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
Slow speed up.
See my kid sister's in the hospital. It's tragic, really.
So I was thinking when I got paid, I'd actually get the ingredients to make some s'mores and a fire pit for my backyard. Yay or nay?
No, s'mores
Sure.
are good. Go nuts.
Just be
I
careful.
mean,
Pretty
as long
good.
as you got the stuff for it, sure.
And make sure that you don't throw anything like toxic into the fire.
Well, of course.
You say, of course not. I am sure somebody's burned like marshmallows over cardboard.
For sure.
Ugh, this is nasty. One time my friend and I were actually just eating some s'mores, and it was a large group together. We were just making s'mores over an open fire. As we're making s'mores, we also had things like cookies and Oreos. I took a roast toasted marshmallow and I put it between 2 Chips Ahoy cookies.
Nice.
Damn it!
I
No,
call it
s'mores.
chips and s'more. Or actually just call it s'more chips.
God damn it! Now I want donut and s'more.
That is way too damn much.
I want candy.
Then I made a suggestion
if-
to my friend to put the toasted s'more in between an Oreo, so then we got s'moreos.
Well, what if you take like marshmallow and like chocolate, and you just put it between two donuts?
I almost thought the fucking Final Fantasy theme was about to start again.
Then that would be s'more nuts. Well, actually, yeah, if you put that much in between two donuts, you just get s'more nuts.
Whenever you say s'more nuts, I feel like it's about to turn into a D's nuts joke or a Ligma joke.
Nah, AC isn't here to go ahead and pull that low fruit off the tree.
The fruit is just falling to the ground to rot where it lay.
I'm also pretty sure if you actually did make s'mores in between two donuts, that would be enough sugar to actually clog an artery, man.
I'm on sugar right now.
Same. Blah.
Nah.
It's like putting toasted marshmallow between two fig Newtons. It just wouldn't work.
I used to not have a sweet tooth, but I've unfortunately gained one recently.
Feels
Rindy,
good, don't
what would you say is your favorite sweet?
Mine?
Rindy.
Rindy.
Oh,
That's actually a pretty good question.
milk chocolate.
Like a Hershey bar or just in general?
Well, she's not American,
we
so
don't-
it wouldn't be
yeah.
Hershey.
Yeah, we have our own brands.
If
But,
she ate a
yeah.
Hershey bar, she would throw up because only Americans like it.
We
That
do
is
like, for
also
some
true.
reason, there is one specific Hershey's that I see here often, which is like the white chocolate one. And it's not that good. Although they probably like have to ship it here, which probably doesn't help too much.
Anytime I hear, wait, is it starting?
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no,
we
we're
still
still
like
skipping.
this is still
Every
repeat
time I
stuff.
hear about a European like trying Hershey chocolate, they
it's not-
they like all want to vomit.
Sorry, it's not white chocolate,
It's
it's cookies and
bad.
cream.
Oh,
Cookies and cream is the
Cookies
one
and cream
that's-
good.
I mean,
cookies and
that's
cream is
like
the
a $1 chocolate bar. That's understandable.
I
It's
really
the,
like
it's
it.
the only one they actually bring over
I-
here.
I don't like cookies and cream at all.
Real, I fucking love
It's
cookies
grown,
and cream.
It's grown on me.
I love it.
I had a cookies and cream Pocky, and that was pretty good.
Mhm.
That is the bomb, man.
I really like that my Walmart sells Pocky. It's fucking good.
Yeah, they sell in our Walmart. They sell the Pocky right next to the kimchi and all the other foreign spices. So somewhat good, somewhat not great.
I
guess
like his
technically-
dance.
If you count milkshake, chocolate milkshake, then that's my favorite. I like that more.
Milkshakes doing D count as sweet treats.
I would say, no, that's definitely a sweet. Definitely
But
a treat.
is it not the subcategory?
Milkshakes
We've
are the
seen
optimal form
chocolate.
of ice cream.
So true.
Okay, yeah, so
Very,
maybe
very
milkshakes would be counted as a subcategory.
Oh, here we go. Okay, back to it.
Okay. I braced myself before actually stepping out the door.
There it is.
There! It's really there! The cardboard boxes are scattered all around outside. Wait, scattered all around? What happened to them? I suddenly have a very bad feeling about this. Apprehension gnaws at me as I open up one of the boxes. No! I shriek and my vision dims. The box is full of bottles of burning hammer. All of them smashed to pieces.
There's some of them that's still good though.
Isn't this how the G virus got out?
I think this is
that's,
more
that's the only difference?
Well, at least Thomas is finished up then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, ear.
Alright, well here, because we can just
One
gotta wrap up.
option.
Yeah, we just gotta wrap up Minorikawa's, and then I think that'll be it for this particular like chapter of the story.
Well, this hour, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Gato.
A cat?
I guess presume from like I thought since I couldn't see their face.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I couldn't see their face. It'd be easier to ask them stuff.
Fine, whatever.
The kids are pointing too.
Get back out there and get
God,
me some more.
I can't
Yeah, look
get
at that-
over how derpy these goblins look. What is with that guy in the background?
That one
Yeah,
guy
yeah. Look
was
at the,
not
like,
informed that they are shooting.
yeah, that dude underneath
Made
back,
extra
like he looks like he's
dirty.
fucking striking a pose.
I like the one
They just
lady in
saw the
front of
camera.
Mhm.
Is this my good side?
Minorikawa steered Chiaki toward the passing crowd.
No?
Yes, now, we've got no time to waste.
Ba-doop.
I'll even stand by and watch for a minute. Now enough with the excuses and get out there.
Hi.
Minorikawa looked as though looked on as Chiaki wandered through the crowd. Her anxious demeanor seemed to repel everyone around her. On the rare chance that
Needs
she
to
didn't
look.
manage to. Hmm?
They're about to welcome you to the Velvet Room.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Yeah, I feel like these kids are about to impart some wisdom.
Welcome to the Velvet
Well, actually, wait. I
Room.
guess if we're gonna
My
do
name is
if this is
Margaret.
if we're doing the P5 comparison, welcome to the Velvet Room.
No, he never says that. He says, "Welcome to my Velvet
Yeah,
Room."
welcome to my Velvet Room. Yeah.
There you
She
go.
didn't manage to flag
Why,
someone
why
down.
does Igor sound like he's becoming Texan?
Hey.
Because
It kind of
well,
does in P5.
the original actor that had done Igor in 3 and 4 unfortunately passed away.
I
So
see.
for 5 they got somebody else.
So they replaced him with Doug Dimmadome, owner of the
pretty much,
Dimsdale
yeah.
Dimmadome.
He didn't sound like Doug Dimmadome over the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Well, hello, sus. Welcome to my Velvet Room. She didn't manage to flag someone down. The way she stammered through her initial questions made them take right off again.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I love
After a
that
minute or
he's
two,
Kids
she-
are so disappointed.
Yo,
They're
no,
so
it's the kids are
cute.
mimicking him. It's great. After a
cute.
minute or two, she's shuffled her way back, shoulders
Oh,
slumped.
I don't think these kids should be imitating this guy.
Oh no.
See, it's hopeless.
Okay, some advice. First off, you aren't approaching the right people. Some people are clearly in a rush, you know? You're not gonna have much luck trying to flag down a businessman who's visibly in a hurry.
Fair point.
Now, folks who are waiting on someone, couples, groups, they're gonna be less on their guard.
But, I mean, if we do manage to nab someone, how do I keep the conversation going?
Chiaki asked. That was indeed the tricky part.
Whenever I get an answer I'm not expecting, I
Other
go.
way around. Other way around.
Go
I don't
ahead.
think he gets flustered.
Whenever I get an answer I'm not expecting, I get flustered.
Chiaki, have you ever played tennis?
Tennis? Well, yeah. I was in my school's tennis club.
I can't tell if I can see the camera in her eyes or not.
She struck Minorikawa as being more the manga club type, but that was neither here nor there.
That is an egregious stereotype, and I will stand firmly on this hill saying, yes, it's accurate.
Okay, that'll make this simpler. What's more fun, rallying with an opponent or hitting the ball off of a wall?
Rallying with someone else, of course.
Minorikawa gave a hearty nod.
And why is that?
Because when you hit the ball off the wall, you already know it's going to come back to you.
Revelation dawned on Chiaki's face.
Oh.
It's the same with interviews.
Minorikawa said. Also, what she sees versus what he sees.
Don't get flustered. Enjoy the rally.
I don't like this perspective.
I don't think I'm composed enough to enjoy it.
Don't overthink things. Just let yourself enjoy the small talk.
Small talk? Oh, I'm sure you're not any good at that.
You're starting to waffle again,
Okay, let me ask you this.
Minorikawa said, taking a step closer.
Are you happy with your life right now?
I'm not happy with my life right now. No.
Chiaki muttered. She hung her head in dismay.
Okay, so start with that.
Norikawa said.
Huh?
Chiaki blinked a few times as she lifted her head back up.
That's Minorikawa, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not happy with my life right now, but what about you? Like that.
Oh, okay.
A sliver of liveliness had crept back into Chiaki's voice. Minorikawa jabbed his finger right in her face.
Right there.
He said.
Put on that face when you flag people down.
Chiaki
Smile and
smiled
say,
widely.
I am not happy with my life right now.
Yo, see.
Boy, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a shot. Thank you so much.
Sure thing, good luck.
Chiaki strode enthusiastically into the crowd. Oh, hey, and tried to flag down a Westerner who was walking hurriedly past.
Lady, do you speak any English?
Did she even listen to a word I said?
Norikawa felt his short-lived triumph melt away.
Am I just gonna have to teach her everything again from scratch?
Then he paused in surprise.
Does that still have?
Hold on. Okay, good. Whoa.
Chiaki had snatched the man by the arm in an attempt to get him to stop.
Isn't that
Norikawa's
one
amazement. It's the professor. The gambit worked. Before long, the two of them were engaged in some kind of animated conversation. Maybe she would get an interview out of this after all. Heck, the look on her face is actually somewhat confident. Sometimes people could surprise you once you get past their surface issues. And then Minorikawa could head to the Burning Hammer sales demo with a little more peace of mind. Speaking of... Oh, it's you, actually.
Speaking of which... Crap, what time is it? I need to check my incredibly nice-looking wristwatch.
I felt like when Norikawa checked his wristwatch. Think about this wristwatch. This will tell you how you think about the opposite sex and whatnot.
Wait, what?
Sure.
Egg.
Women are 12:59 p.m.
The demo was at the start in less than 5 minutes. Uh-oh. He really was cutting it close. Minorikawa sprinted through the intersection, heading for Center Guy. To be continued.
I can't wait to see how the expo goes. I just feel like something's gonna light on fire.
I'm guessing this is
I
where
can
I'm
believe.
like okay, so let's see. This is gonna
It's
have like the big stinger thing
Like in
for like
almost
what
every
happens
episode
next.
of Frasier.
The fucking burning hammer just like bursts, combusts randomly. I can believe that.
Oh damn! Shit's going fucking. Oh
What?
what? 1300 to 1400 then, shit.
Please start with Minorikawa next time.
Yes.
Yeah, like, that dude fucking, he found the Holy Grail! Holy shit!
Wait, did I miss something? Did I look?
I
away?
believe you did.
What
There
happened?
was like he was like clutching something in his face, and his face was closed, but light was shining out of it.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna see if like the clip
Minorikawa has unleashed a nuclear weapon.
Oh my god.
Has found the Godhead.
I really appreciate Twitch's clipping feature because it lets me see if I missed something.
You can also
Minorikawa
Twitch
has
like
eaten the Pika Pika no meat.
the Twitch like lets you like look at VODs while the thing is still being like while the live stream is live, so you can basically go back.
Wait, you can look at the VODs while it's live?
Oh yeah. It causes the updates.
Alrighty then, so yeah, I guess we're gonna start with Minorikawa next time.
I guess so.
Oh boy.
This'll make for a great story.
Alrighty then. That'll do it for more of 428. I'm glad we took a little bit of a break. But like, yeah, we're off to a good start. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
We will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.